And welcome back, everyone, to part 2 of What If Naruto Was on Team Guy. Last time we went through the wave, the wave arc. There was some contention from one of you guys about how we thought that the events would go down in the wave arc. So people did correctly point out that Lee normally trains to the point of passing out, so him being in the house would actually still make sense. So Inari living is all good. Otherwise, there wasn't too much to, really debate on. But that being said, someone did ask a question about the rotation. I use the rotation as an example. That Neji would even with the rotation, if he had it, Naruto might still overwhelm him. That's what I was meaning when I said the rotation in the last part. As far am I going to make this a Naruto 10-10 pairing? Look, I mentioned it in a comment earlier today, but I haven't decided yet if I'm going to go that pairing or not. I could certainly go that route. In fact, I'm even setting up just at least one little thing to make that at least a possibility in this video. But let me put it this way. I very rarely start going into the romance part of the whatever romance I do, part of the story this early in the series. If I start doing romance, it's usually either in the latter part of part 1 or going into Shippuden. So we'll wait and see what I do there. I'm still not 100% sure if I'm going to go 10-10 or someone else, but we'll see. But point being, we would keep catching up after the fact with the wave arc and Naruto and their training. And Naruto's coming along very nicely. He's in far better shape than he was originally. He can move at some impressive speeds. He's also got training weights on similar to Lee. He's been taught how to do the first gate, the gate of opening, but Guy is hesitant, and Naruto's also even taken interest a little bit in sealing. Like he mentions a 10-10. Wait, 10-10, why do you roll? Wait, so those are seals? But why do you carry those scrolls around? Couldn't you just put the seals on your arms or something? Which is a very good point, actually, because you might think, well, she carries so many of them around. Doesn't matter. Sasuke has those on has so many weapons inside of his seals on his arms too. Like there's actually no logical reason Tenden should be carrying that many scrolls. And I think she kind of goes, "What was he thinking?" I said because that Naruto maybe takes a slight interest in seals. Not anything serious. Maybe just having some storage seals on him to grab a knife or something like that. But Guy has been hesitant with Naruto. Not because he doesn't want to. He's amazed by his rules. My God, he's growing even faster than Lee. But I can't train him the same way I do Lee. I can't act like I'm just trying to replace him with Lee. Try and replace Lee with him. No, I got to train Naruto his own way. He's hesitant because he doesn't want to just be saying, I'm going to train you the exact same way I trained Lee. Because no, Lee was different. I have to do something different with him. Now, that being said, however, with downtime, Lee would actually openly seek Guy. Want to train? Guy said, "Oh, Lee, it's so good to see you, my boy." All right, then. Ready for it? I was like, "Yes, Guy Sensei." And he'd be training. And then, obviously, later on, Team Guy, Team 9, shows up and says, "Oh, Lee, it's you." "Oh, Lee, I see. Have you been improving at all?" I say, "Yes, very much so. My teammates are actually very invaluable for training." Which, I'm not making that up, by the way. Kakashi has been trying to put a little bit more effort into training, sure. But the fact is, Sasuke has his Sharingan now. And I guarantee Lee, by all accounts, been whooping Sasuke's ass most of the time. Because Kakashi stressed physical training with them to keep they can keep up with Lee. Sasuke's actually been improving quite a bit. He's actually more than likely stronger here at this point in the series than he was at this point in the series. But the fact that he has his Sharingan available at this point too, basically gives him a method of training with it. Because now he's training with trying to follow Lee's movements, and now Lee is learning to train against someone with the Sharingan, which allows him to analyze his opponents more effectively, dodge, block, weave, and just react. So he's actually is getting some invaluable training. Keep in mind, too, that Lee can't learn any ninjutsu. He just can't. He just doesn't have any aptitude for it. Regardless, Naruto, it is good to see you, my friend. I hope Guy Sensei has been training you well. Oh, yeah, I'm way stronger than we first met. Oh, That's right. Naruto is actually quite the exemplary student. Even Neji's been giving him praise now and then. It's like, really, Neji? You've been giving him praise? He's pretty useful. I'll give him that. I can't. Like, Neji doesn't want to give props, but he, like, while Neji was a dick, he still believed in Lee's skills. Like, when Lee went to go save Team 7 from the Sound Ninja, even though they were Tenta was kind of worried about Lee, Neji was like, it's Lee. He's fine. Trust me. Like, even though he's a dick, he still believed in his teammates' skills. And even though he's a dick, and Naruto does find him a bit of an ass, but he still believes in Naruto's skills, especially the improved ones he's gained. Quick note. Well, I'll bring this note up in a little bit, but we'll talk about it after the match. Speaking of which, Naruto, I would say, I would love to test my skills against you to see which one of us is truly the Guy Sensei's prize student. And Naruto's like, I don't know about prize student, Lee, but if you want to go on down, what an excellent idea, Naruto, Lee. How about a good old-fashioned spar? It's like, yes, right. And so, all right, no killing. No, we won't use any killing and no weapons. We'll just any abilities you generally have available otherwise. It's like, okay then. You ready, Naruto? And Naruto gets in the stance. Not quite the strong fist stance. It's more Naruto's. Actually, I could see him looking a bit more like he's still got the strong fist out like that. I could see him looking a bit more like Jeet Kune Do, like kind of Bruce Lee style. Just, all right, let's go, Lee. And Naruto comes in and just rushes in. And Naruto and Lee does. He's not much faster because they never actually sparred, but he's quick, but not quick enough. Leap Hurricane, and Naruto just blocks. Shadow Clone Jutsu. And Clone comes in. Yeah, you'll have to do better than that. And another clone, as you know, the clone comes in. Lee spins, about to bring his leg down, but another clone blocks it. It's like another clone. And Naruto just kicks him. And Lee just corrects himself, rushes in, and they're just kind of duking it back and forth for a while. Naruto can throw hands now. Like Naruto was always apparently passable in taijutsu. He got apparently a B in the class, according to the data books. But now it's like he's among his classmates, among the rookie 9, not the rookie 12, or the Konoha 12. Well, technically, I guess he would qualify as the rookie 9, because they're still technically rookies, Team Guy, because they never participated. They're just a more experienced rookie team. But let's just call him the Konoha 12. Between and the rookie 9. Among the rookie 9, his classmates, Naruto, the best fighter there is now. Is he as good as Lee, though? No. Lee's just had more time to train. He's had at least he's had an extra year to train over Naruto. Even though Naruto's growth, I think, is faster than Lee's by a good margin, he just hasn't had the time yet to really overtake Lee. That's not to say he won't. In fact, he'd probably do it, I'm not going to lie, in the next episode, in part 3 or 4, easily. Because by the time we get to the Chunin exams in the original, Naruto, at least in terms of everything he's capable of doing, has well surpassed Lee in terms of strength. Base to base, Naruto would still get his ass kicked by Lee, to be fair, but with everything he had available at the time, he definitely could beat Lee. Here, Naruto is definitely holding his own a lot more effectively, and it's like, all right, and Naruto's thinking, all right, let's push it up one more notch. Get him open! And all of a sudden, he just rushes it and just completely overtakes Lee. Like, wait, is it possible? Did he? Wait, Lee just he starts getting his ass kicked a little bit, and then get him open, and then he just comes back in. Remember, you don't have to use the hidden lotus when you use the gate opening. You can just open a gate. You don't actually have to use the technique, and therefore you don't actually have to get all that, not feedback, blowback, I think is the best way to put what that technique gives you. They both clash, and both like, all right, that's the match. You two have grown so strong. I'm so proud of you, Lee. Say, okay, Sensei, Lee, Naruto, come here. Say, I'm good, Naruto, little guy Sensei, but I'm proud of Lee too. But that was a great match. A great match. Like, yeah, I had to open my first inner gate to do that. Really, Naruto, you opened the first gate in order to take on Lee? It's true. I could tell in an instant when his reflexes kicked up. That's why I had to open my inner gate as well to match you. Oh man, you can do it too. Guy Sensei, tell me, was it your intention to train him in the way of the gates like me? And Guy gets a little hard. No, Lee, the truth be told, look, Lee, Naruto, you're both excellent students, and I'm very proud of both of you. I just don't want to seem like I'm trying to replace Lee with you, Naruto. You are you, and Lee is Lee. I didn't want to seem like I was trying to replace you, Lee, with Naruto, or you, Naruto, or turn you, Naruto, into another Lee. And Lee's like, I can see. That makes sense, guy sensei. But I want to see I don't want you to hesitate with any student, Lee. I want you to give it your very best. You have my permission to train Naruto as you've trained me. That way, when we meet again in the tuning exams coming up, that way, next time we meet in the match, Naruto, I want to test us truly to our full potential. And Naruto's like, you got it, Lee. He's like, yeah. And they're both in that 10-10 or at you, just like, these two. Now, someone brought up that Naruto's Uzumaki healing factor would play a factor. Healing factor would play an effect in helping him recover from things like the primary lotus or things along those lines. So we have to keep in mind that his healing factor isn't like a Wolverine healing factor. It's not instantaneous. Yes, I'm actually right. It's not instantaneous. He can't regrow limbs or vital organs, first and foremost. He can't actually regrow anything. Except the only time he regrew like a vital organ was a lung, and that's when the Fox chakra really kicked in to save his ass. That was the one exception. Because otherwise, like, he can't regrow a limb. We know that for a fact. And normally what it's doing is it's healing minor, like, cuts, scrapes, gashes, like we saw with the Demon Brothers when they injured him. And even then, it still took a while for the cut after he got cut to heal up. So it's not, again, instantaneous. And then the cuts that he got from Kiba healed up, but that's because the ointment was taking effect. In fact, that really was what caused it to heal up as quickly as it did. Naruto surprisingly does not heal very quickly unless there's like an extra factor involved, which is interesting. Now, once the extra factor is put in, he heals very quickly. Like, you literally see the wounds close up. But otherwise, while it's an accelerated recovery rate, it's not an immediate healing factor in that sense. Now, that being said, repeated usage and training with, like, say, the Hidden Lotus or not Hidden Lotus, but the primary Lotus, I think Naruto's body would acclimate thanks to both the chakra of the Fox and his own healing abilities, recovery abilities. So by the time he eventually gets it down somewhere to Lee, which would be before the tuning exams, I will say that, it would be before that, he probably isn't anywhere near as a bad state as Lee is when he uses it, but it's still not something his body's more like very achy and sore. If you've ever like had the flu or COVID or something like that, you know what I'm talking about, where you can actually literally feel your joints and they just hurt to move. Something like that. Speaking of which, though, now that guy's given him permission. Oh, I forgot to get something. Hold on. I'm going to just look it up real quick. Naruto movie 3. Because I'm going to say that through the training, Naruto gets a new wardrobe. Naruto outfit movie 3. I want to say it was movie 3. It was the one where there was you got the crescent moon or Sengon. That one. Because his outfit was different in that. Let's see. Outfit movie 3. Yeah, okay. And I actually liked this outfit, which is why I'm basically, let's see here. I basically think I'm going to make this his more primary outfit. It also, again, come on, give me the outfit. I want to actually get this outfit here because it's a cool outfit. Maybe not a cool outfit, but it's an outfit I actually like. Let's see here. All right, you're going to get that. Sorry, technical difficulties here, folks. All right, and I'm only getting it for this video just so you know what he's basically dressed up as. Makes you wonder, granted, the movies aren't canon, so it makes you wonder, Naruto's had this the whole time. Why doesn't he wear it more often? So, the outfit that Naruto wore in that third movie, I think it was something in the Crescent Moon was the name of the movie, is this outfit. This is the image I found of him. But yeah, it looks a lot like his other outfit, but it's more this weird, I want to say it's a hoodie, kind of. Or at least I might be, I don't think I think it's just a high collar. But yeah, it's kind of like a sweater. He's still got his tee under there. He's wearing slightly shorter pants, but they're longer than shorts. It's a simplistic change, but I do like the design. I really do. So I would say this is probably his new war, and it looks a little bit closer to something like what Neji is wearing, so or Lee. So yeah, there you go. It's not a jumpsuit, but a bodysuit, but you know what I mean. So Naruto continued training for a while, getting his speed up. He's probably close to matching Lee at this point. He maybe isn't quite as fast as him, but that's just going to take some more training. That's all. Strength-wise, like he's just built out and he's been incorporating his clones, including new ideas for incorporating the strong style with his clones. Maybe using what's that? Leaf Hurricane, except Leaf. Oh, like maybe Naruto says Leaf Tornado, and so instead he grabs a clone, spins it like a top, and basically just hits with a leg. That's the technique he can do. Obviously, he's got the primary Lotus, and he's maybe even merged the clones with the Lotus too a little bit. I'll also say that Naruto could probably go as far as the third gate, given his clones and practicing, which gives him the minor access to the Hidden Lotus. Now, that being said, the Hidden Lotus is still dangerous as hell. Luckily, it's only the third gate, so Naruto probably wouldn't end up tearing his muscles apart like Lee did. Honestly, if Gaara hadn't broken, just shredded the bones in his arm and his leg, Lee probably could have survived. Let me rephrase that. Could have recovered a lot easier. Because his muscles were torn. And torn muscles, while they suck and it hurts, those can be healed and repaired a lot better than fractured bone. But anyway, we would cut to later on with Team 7. And this is going to be a two-part, another scenario where we're going to be following Team 7 and Team Guy. Team 7, obviously, is meeting after their mission. And Lee probably politely asks, Sakura, would you like to go and get something to eat with me? Or possibly train a bit more to help improve this, that, and this. It's like Lee, and now luckily Sakura is not as fed up with Lee as she was with Naruto. Naruto was a lot more juvenile. To be honest, he was just a lot more hyperactive and just very sibling-ish, like annoying little brother energy coming off of Naruto, admittedly. Lee here is a lot more gentlemanly and polite, but still, Sakura's not into him. At least not right now, anyway. Maybe down the road I could make that happen, but yeah, he's just not it. She's just not into him. And she lets him down gently and say, oh, I see, fine. I guess I'll just go find Kai Sensei then and train with him for a while. And then she, asks Sasuke and say, look, instead of asking for dates all the time, maybe you should actually try training to help strengthen the team. Look, let's face it, you're even worse than Lee. As you're worse than Lee. I don't even know how Naruto's doing, but I bet you're even worse than him right now. And she's like, difference here is that she's on her own. Because Neji has gone off to the clan compound to train on his own, I think Naruto and Tenten are kind of just walking around hanging out. And, and I think they actually have a pretty good relation. Like, Naruto is legitimately friends with Tenten, minimum friends. Will they be more? Will they be lovers? Who knows? But again, I've done a little thing here that we're going to see in a minute. Because the whole Konohamaru thing happened because he was going to look for Naruto. And so he's going to find Naruto, who's not in the same area they were in originally. So A, they're not running into Conqueror Tamari here. That issue does not happen whatsoever. But B, then Naruto and Tenten kind of pause and go, huh? It's like, oh my god, it's like Konohamaru. Naruto maybe even pinches his nose. There are no such thing as square rocks, Konohamaru. And just poof. And it's like, Naruto, do you know these kids? Yeah, this is Konohamaru. He's the grandson of the Hokage, and these are his friends. Like, hey, boss, hi. You probably should play Ninja with us today, boss. It's like, oh, that's right, I guess I did. It's like, hey, who's this? Is she your girlfriend? It's like, huh? And they both kind of look at each other and kind of like, what? No! No, she's just a friend. She's my teammate and my friend. This is Tenten. It's like, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm Tenten. Yes, nice to meet you. And then she decides to mock him a little bit or have some fun. What's the matter, Naruto? You wouldn't want to go out on a date with me? It's like, what? No, I'm not saying that at all, Tenten. I mean, you're very attractive and all that. And then he just blushes, realizing what he said. And Tenten even kind of gets a little bit of a grin. Like, oh, you think you... And maybe even blushes a little bit too, not realizing, oh, did he just call me attractive? And she quickly ends it, realizing, oh, I embarrassed myself without realizing it. Like, no, it's all good. No, it's fine, Naruto. I'm kidding around. But she's like, why am I blushing so much? Like he calls me cool all the time, but he's never called me pretty. Like, and Naruto's like, did I just call her pretty? Oh crap! I mean, she is pretty, but when the hell did I start thinking that? No, I like Sakura, right? Sakura. So Sakura. But Tenten is a lot nicer than Sakura. Now I'm thinking, stop it. So they kind of have a moment, then they go, no, it's all good. I was like, come on, boss, you still promised that she'd play ninja with us today. And Tenten's kind of looking over and then I was like, really? And Naruto's like, I guess I did promise. Tenten, you want to play? You want to join us? It's like, what? I mean, we should be training Naruto. And Naruto does actually points out a very astute observation. Yeah, I know, but we can't be ninja all the time. We gotta have lives too. We gotta learn to relax sometimes and just enjoy life. Besides, what better way to help usher in the next generation than to show them how it's done, right? 10-10. And just gives the grin. And once again, she gives a little bit of a red blush on. I was like, that was really insightful. Again, Naruto's not dumb, but let's be honest, he is Naruto. He is a bit knuckleheadish and very, very hyperactive younger brother energy. But again, she's every once in a while he's got those like little genius moments. He's like, she just kind of smiles. All right, fine. I better warn you though. It's like, sure. And then they pull out like the fake shuriken or kunai or whatever. It's like, but I better warn you, kids. I don't miss. And Naruto's like, hey, Konohamaru, guess what? She's not lying. 10-second head start. And she's got this girl like, they go around, and they have a good time. And then Ten's like, I haven't done this in ages. This was fun. And so the tuning exams are underway, basically. They get the notification. Honestly, what actually happens is they're probably split up because Neji went home to start training for the tuning exams because they already got the notifications. And so they go to the tuning exams. Now, originally, remember, it was Team Guy where that was being pushed around. And Neji and the gang are just, Naruto kind of gets thrown to the ground. Well, here's the thing. It was Lee's idea to feign being weak. I don't think Neji really, or Naruto really has that idea. And to be fair, honestly, he could probably beat some Chunin, low-level Chunin. And these two, we really don't know much of their abilities. It's very possible he could actually, like, when they try to push him around, try to push him around, he barely moves and they actually what? It's like, yeah, it's like, I really wouldn't put your hand on him if I were you. Yeah, Naruto's learned a lot about controlling his temper since being put on the team, but that doesn't mean he's going to take being pushed around, neither are we. To which then Sasuke comes up and says, why don't you drop that stupid genjutsu already? But Sasuke, I thought we were going to pretend, go with the plan of pretending to feign weakness. It's like, yeah, whatever. It's like, Sasuke? And Naruto's just looking at Sasuke and just like, Sasuke. It's like, Naruto? Oh, it's you. Is this your team? Oh, yeah, this is Neji and this is Tenten. Hey, Lee. It's like, Naruto, it is good to see you again, my friend. So this is your team, huh, Lee? I've got to say, I'm not that impressed. So what's your name again? What's your name? Granted, I'm not sure Lee would have mentioned Sasuke or Sasuke. Oh, maybe he would have mentioned Sasuke. That's right, I brought it up. So I was like, that you're Sasuke Uchiha, right? And so it's like, who's asking? You already heard your classmate, Neji Hyuga. It's a little bit of a different action because Naruto basically made the introductions, more or less. And I hope you've been able to at least do something with the loser. He was dead last in class. I can't imagine what you've been having to deal with. It's like, Naruto, is that true? Because that's the thing. They probably never actually met. Naruto never really brought it up that he was dead last in the class. It's like, Naruto, is that true? Were you dead last? Like, yeah, I was. But I'm not the dead last you once knew, Sasuke. And say, you and me meeting in the tuning exams, it's no holds bar. Got it? And Sasuke's like, wow, you certainly got a bit of an attitude on you, don't you, dweeb? I'm sure I'm gonna have to beat it out of you. It's like, bring it on. I think, well, come on, let's go. And so Team Naruto goes in, and Naruto's a little nervous. I think he still does the whole Naruto. My name is Naruto Uzumaki, and I'm going to be every one of you. Believe it! It's like, Naruto, why did you do that? You're now putting a target on all our backs. And then obviously, and this happens before Team 7 gets in there. So now they're all like, what? I mean, we just got in here, but why are they all after Naruto? Jesus, Naruto, could you keep it down a little bit? God, you want everyone on our backs? Oh, hey, Shikamaru, and hey, then he sees Kiba. You made it on this. You made it after all, Naruto. Interesting. Well, I hope you were able to get stronger. Yeah, you just wait and see, dog breath. It's like, Naruto, it's good to see you. It's like, oh, hey, Hinata, and to which Neji just kind of gives Hinata a look. It's like, It's like, hey, Neji, drop the... And Naruto notices it, but he actually says, yo, Neji, drop the look. Save for another time. He doesn't know anything about it, but he doesn't like the way he's looking at her. It's like just stay out of it, Naruto. What? Or he probably says, whatever, just stay out of it, Naruto. And so, obviously, the next part, the written exam takes place. Honestly, it goes the exact same because Naruto can't cheat worth shit. Like, as much as he's improved, this is almost always going to be a spot that never changes, or a scenario that never changes, because he's just not designed for this. Unless we're going with a version of Naruto that's much more intelligent and self-aware, which, to be fair, this Naruto certainly is to a degree, but it's just not the same. All right, we're running low on battery, but I think I got at least 10 minutes left in me. And so we would get to the next part of the exams. Now, this is where I got to divide things. We're going to end with the Forest of Death. They get their scrolls. Now, I actually don't remember which scroll Team Guy had. That is a good question. We know they eventually found someone and took their scroll, so I think we can assume that's going to be fine. And honestly, we got to focus first more on Team 7 than we do Team Guy, because that's what happened. So let's say Lee also has to take a leak, but he's not going to just do it right there like Naruto was about to. He goes behind a bush. However, as he's doing it, they hear a thud, and it's like, a shameful on you, trying to take someone while they're at their most vulnerable like that, and most unseemly. Shame on you. It's like, does he have the scroll? Unfortunately, he does not. And so there isn't a moment where they do the whole we need an idea. Maybe there is, but the problem is Lee would remember that. But it's got to be something where they would be able to know. That is actually a very big problem. Is that Lee would definitely get. Roger will be able to imitate Lee perfectly. However, that's assuming Lee gets completely blasted back by that gust of wind. I actually don't think he would. Lee is strong enough and skilled enough. Probably puts kunai in the ground, just like, ugh! I see. Oh, you're strong ones indeed. I was intending to blow you away, but unfortunately, for me, you were able to stay. Then again, perhaps it will be more fun this way. So you want another one who wants her skull? Come here. Let us fight with our lives on the line. Now, obviously, we know Sasuke and Sakura were kind of down for the count. Sasuke could barely move and had to stab his leg. Would that work on Lee? I think it works on him the least amount, first and foremost, because he was facing down Gaara. And even though he definitely got a little shooken by Gaara, he was never, terrified. Granted, the amount of killing intent that Orochimaru throws at is it's a different beast, literally and figuratively, compared to Gaara at that point. Still, I think Lee is shaking a little bit. But he says, no, I will not be afraid. I will not run away from anyone, especially someone who friends my friends and teammates. You want them? Come at them. Come at us. My word, such a strong will for someone your age. But you're not the one I want to play with right now, boy. And he just comes in and leaves. Leave her again. Oh, now I know where your idiot style comes from. You're one of Guy's students, aren't you? But from my understanding, you're not on his team anymore. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's like, who is this person? How do they know this? And, and finally Sasuke, you need to get Sakura out of here. He gets blasted. And so he thinks he's taking care of Lee. He's going after Sasuke. Lee comes in, eventually catches the scroll as Sasuke tosses it, trying to save him and say, no, you are not the Sasuke I know. The Sasuke I know is not a coward. He would not surrender for anything. Yeah. Besides, there's no reason to believe this individual would let us escape anyway. He said to you, I was it's like, really? I know what makes you say. It was what you said before. You said I was not the one you were here for. That means you're specifically targeting one of us. My guess is, given the interaction so far, it's Sasuke you want. Am I wrong? My, you really are clever, boy. Indeed. So why don't you just step aside, Lee? And I'll leave Sasuke to me. It's like, no! That's where he just, undoes it. Gate of opening. Open! And say, I will not let you touch my friends. And he just rushes. He's gotten faster. Because Sasuke put up a relatively good fight against a going easy on him Orochimaru. Lee being a much better fighter and now amped up with the gate is actually basically surprised Orochimaru. Like, he's fast and he hits hard. And they're going back at primary lotus, and he just puts Orochimaru into the ground, who uses a substitution, and it's like, Lee's up there goes, no. It's like, my, you really are dangerous, Lee, indeed. But the primary lotus puts so much strain on the body, you won't really be an issue. At this point, no, like I said, how can Lee still move that way? He still gets the rest. He can still move that fast, even after using the lotus. This boy is something else, perhaps a prodigy in his own right. You're an interesting boy, but like I said, I don't have time. It's like, no. And Sasuke finally snaps out of it after seeing Lee struggle, and he just bats Lee away. Orochimaru, not Sasuke. And then Sasuke goes after him, but ultimately winds up with the curse mark. And Lee's like, no, Sasuke. And Lee has to recover. So him and Sasuke are kind of asleep for the night. And so Naruto's the one. They said Naruto obviously is the one who would find the group as opposed to Lee. Lee, though, does wake up to help Sakura with the sound ninja, but it does go about the same. Like, he does quickly kind of take down Zaku a little bit. Like, he rushes in and just takes him down to a certain degree, but then Dosu comes in and is like, brought down with the sound waves. And so Naruto sees the scroll, the paper ball, and saves the scroll. It's like, huh? It's like, what's going on? It's like, huh? Lee, Sakura! Wait, where's Sasuke? Now then, enough of this. And all of a sudden, he just hears the Uzumaki tornado! It's like, Leaf style, Uzumaki tornado! It's like, when he just sees this thing, he goes, what is, and he just has to get out of the way, but it just kind of grinds in the ground and comes after him. And he was revealed to be a Naruto clone. Just, boom! And all of a sudden, a bunch of Naruto suddenly appear out. He's like, I'm sorry, can we play? It's like, Naruto? Naruto, it's good to see you, my friend. I'm sorry, I cannot do better. Hey, don't worry about it, Lee. This guy, he can use sound. Don't let him get it. Don't hit the gauntlet on his arms. It'll funnel sound into your ears and do what it did to me. I was like, got it. And all of a sudden, just tears out some like fabric or whatever, and just puts in earplugs. He's like, earplugs? Like, yeah, Guy Sensei has a tendency of snoring sometimes. That is true. I've missed it so much. And I was like, all right. And he put in earplugs. My text won't work. It's like, screw this. Slicing sound wave. And Naruto just, it's like, what? He's almost as fast as he's just as fast as the other one. It's like, is he sure about that? And then Naruto just, basically the Naruto clones basically blitz the sound team pretty good. It's like, ugh. I was like, no, this is how is it? And then all of a sudden, they all sense the presence as Naruto's kind of basically looming over and say, wow, it's good to get a bit of exercise in, but you guys should quit while you're behind. And so you're like, and then all of a sudden they sense it, and Naruto's like, what is that? It's like, Sakura, who are these guys? Sakura, Lear, who are these guys? And then Sasuke appears, breaks out, because Naruto's like, Sasuke, what the hell? Naruto, did you beat them on your own? And so I guess you have gotten stronger. No. And Sakura says, no, please. And just snaps him out of it. Big things here. No, the Team 10 did not get involved. They're watching from the sidelines, obviously, but they did not get involved. And Neji does eventually show up. Naruto, I was wondering if I'd find you. Yeah, sorry, I was looking for a team, and I couldn't, and I wasn't able really to find them. But I ended up finding these guys harassing Lee's team, and I just couldn't help but step in. Well, it seems they did a bit of a number on him. And Naruto goes to look over, and don't worry, Naruto, I will be fine. The leaf. Remember what Guy Sensei said. The lotus of the leaf blooms twice. when we meet again, I'll be a stronger person once again. It's like, yeah, just take care, Lee. You all right, Sasuke? It's like you don't you worry about me, dweeb. But then, and they're kind of looking each other down. Like Naruto's like, what was that power? It's like, he really has gotten stronger. Interesting. And then Naruto just jumps around, jumps back to Lee, and they head off. It's like, yeah, as you were looking to test yourself, weren't you? Well, I definitely needed some field tests, but no, I just didn't want to see them get hurt. And so, Sakura unfortunately does suffer in this scenario because she is not going to get her major glow up. Now, granted, she is still much more physically powerful here than she was in the original, so if she had to, she could fight. And in fact, when Keen tried, I could even see when Keen tried to fight her, like she did originally, which when she tried to grab her hair, Sakura immediately just like, huh? Once she's like, she actually probably like smashed her to the ground. Keen had to back up, like, holy crap, she's not stronger than she looks. But then baby Dosu just and just kind of clapped her down. That's not a right term, but basically just kind of forced her down. And so they would end. Lee would think still, granted, he still got Team 7 having to get through those Rain Ninja. I still think they would manage to do that, though. Mind you, it would be Lee doing a lot of work. And again, using... The problem is, the reason they got through that as easily as they did is because of the transformation jutsu and shadow clone jutsu. So, that would be difficult. But I think they do still manage to get through. I think Lee, because again, Lee is the most analytical apart from Kabuto. I think Lee would actually be able to figure out where the ninja probably are hiding. Because again, he's been training with Guy and Neji the whole time. So I think he actually might be able to pinpoint where they were hiding the whole time. Because again, he's very analytical and tactical in that sense. So I will say yes, they can probably still get through that, but it would be difficult and they'd be a lot more worn out here. Whereas Team Guy is actually pretty fresh. Because they got there, I think, relatively early. Not relatively early, but before like 3 days or so. They had at least a day or two to rest. And so they get there. And that's where we're going to end part 2. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And I'll see you next time.